Big Sean recently revealed why he believes his name is no longer brought up in the same music conversations as the Kendrick Lamars, the Drakes, the J. Coles, not only by rap fans, but clearly those rappers have left Sean's name out of the mix over the last couple years. We've heard it time and time again. In a recent interview with Charlemagne, Sean said that he's been very inconsistent as an artist and admitted that since he hadn't put out a project in 4 years, he couldn't expect to be in conversations like that when he hadn't been consistently feeding hip-hop and his fans. Said he's not delusional, and he said he feels like when it comes to rapping, I have the abilities. I can hang with anybody, even Kendrick. After the Control verse, the next song those two artists did together, he made sure to have a better verse than Kendrick did on Holy Key, and Sean did have the better verse on Holy Key. But today, I don't believe many people have Kendrick and Sean in that same class. I don't think Kendrick has anybody as the same class as him. Remember, he told Cole and Drake, ain't no big three. It's just a big me. Here's where I disagree with Big Sean. I believe saying that he's been inconsistent as an artist gives himself a cop-out, right? Like, okay, I can use myself for an example. I've had my ups and downs with content creation. I've been at it for 8-9 years, right? That's just part of the game. If you are not ready to deal with the ups and downs, you're in the wrong business. I've had to deal with hot waves come around. Some stay, some go. You had to deal with it. People do bigger views than me. People have more success than me. I've had to deal with it all. If I go and say the only reason why people are having more success than me is because they're putting out more content than I am, that would not be the truth. That's what they call a lie, right? If I just say that, then I'm giving myself a cop-out answer to feel good about myself. I can just say it's my fault. If my marriage is failing, and I just say, well, it's really because I didn't have the time for her, I'm ignoring any other problems that maybe exist in the relationship. If I'm not doing well in my career, with my family, if I always say, well, it's just because of me, you're ignoring other problems that could be present. And when I say ignore, when you say it's me, you're saying it's because of the time you got, right? Not actually indulging in problems that you may need to address as a person. That's what not putting out more music to me means when I hear it from Big Sean. I'm gonna be truthful, and I love Big Sean, one of my favorite rappers over the last decade to come around. It's not a consistent thing with Big Sean that's hurting him at this point in his career. What's hurting Big Sean is a messaging thing. Yo, I need a lot of you rappers to realize this. What made so many of our greats great is that they related to people and issues that people got going on. Newsflash, I don't know when was the last time some of you rappers turned on a TV. It's really bad outside. All right, times are as hard as they've been for some of us in our adult lives. When we cut on our phone, if we're not going to be entertained to the utmost from a party level, and none of y'all putting out his music as good as Future or Glorilla, we at least want to connect with an artist on an emotional level to make it seem like they feel what we got going on. But all we see from y'all social medias is what color y'all new Cybertruck is. There's a reason why Rod Wave's tours don't have an empty seat in them. It's because his music is relatable to people. He sounds like a hopeless romantic, and people are going to sell out his shows every single time he comes to their city. There's a reason why Chance the Rapper's last album and Big Sean's records keep literally hitting the wall and bouncing off of them with no avail. People can't relate to perfection that you're painting in your music. That's not the reality of our lives. Our lives are not perfect, and what rap specifically used to be was a place where imperfect people told their stories and spoke for millions of fans. I don't believe a lot of people feel connected to the rappers of today, and I think Big Sean is one of those disconnection. Bro, have you seen this brother? This brother looks phenomenal, in great shape. Hey, his lady killing it. She's a phenomenal artist. His bars don't connect. Every time fans try to connect Big Sean's bars with anything, he immediately says, I'm not talking about that rapper. I'm not talking about that rapper. I'm not talking about that producer. I'm not talking about that guy. So we have no connection with his music anymore. Big Sean's life looks a little too perfect for most fans to relate to. And more than anything, I think that's why the raps are not connecting. He can continue to put out music, but unless he's going to hit us with the hits or that unique rapping ability, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. People don't feel him. And that's a sad reality because that Dark Sky Blue Paradise is one of my favorite albums to come around the last decade. Time, love, and support, which your boy would never take for granted. I hope this was taken as constructive. But y'all, people are hurting out here, bro. It's hard right now. People are barely paying their bills. Like, I need you rappers to understand it. Maybe I can be the voice. See, I want to be the voice of the people, right? Maybe I don't understand how bad it is right now, but people are broke. And when they pick this up and they go to their streaming platform, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, if it ain't gonna hit like Future, if it ain't gonna hit like Sexy Red, if you ain't gonna entertain us to the utmost, people want to feel your story. And if you ain't got no story to feel, they'll turn on Ride Wave. Time, love, and support is what your boy never take for granted. What up, what up, what up? It's yours truly, the one and only Ferro. If you appreciate the great quality content that your boy consistently puts out for the culture, you can now take that love and appreciation to the next level. You can cop a supporter badge on Facebook or a membership on YouTube. We have perk announcements for both platforms coming really, really soon. Thank you in advance. As an independent journalist, this is how I feed my family, pay my bills, all that great stuff. So any support is appreciated dearly. Thank you in advance. Time, love, and support. I'll never take it for granted.